I got one of these for my birthday. I got one of these 24-inch Onn TVs, Roku remote, and in the small RV there's a antenna on the top with a signal booster, so I can watch local stations. Plus, I can use the Wi-Fi and for the cable that's in the main trailer, which is about 20 feet away. I got a bracket that came with it, and here's the little. It's like a $9 bracket, and if it weighs less than 35 pounds, and it's 19 inches to 42 inches diagonal, you can use it. It has a little template here, and you can mount it into some wall studs, which I did there. Now the TV mounting bracket is up there, but I didn't want the TV that high, because if I'm sitting here, like if I'm sitting in this bench, or I'm sitting over here in that couch, pardon my mess, it's going to be too high. I don't want to crane my neck to get to it. Plus, there's that cupboard right there, and the TV's 24 inches diagonal, and that would be sticking out in front of where the where the bunk is, and I didn't want it there, so I brought it down to where the level of the bunk is, because there's some boards where the bunk is, so that is where I have decided to use for my bracket, because there's lots of boards behind that. So we'll see how that works. So, and I use some shorter screws that are about an inch for just on the corners. But for the main support, I got these big 2.5 inch ones, and I didn't use it wants me to use two 2.5 inch ones like in the center, and if I did that, then I might end up going totally through the wall, and then who's ever going to be in the loft might have those screws sticking in their head. So we don't want that. So I went with the two long ones in the middle part here where the board is. And so I pre-drilled two 5/32 inch holes with a wood screw, and it doesn't go through the wall that way. It goes through the board, but the board's inside of a hollow space. So so it actually has to go through the 2x2 and then into the hollow space. So this is the box that the mounting bracket comes in. There's some mounting brackets that go on the back side of the TV, and here's some mounting hardware. So I need to figure out which these TV mounting hardware, and they're like an M4 by 15 millimeter screw. You're supposed to screw it in with a Phillips screwdriver. So I just need to figure out which one it is on the back of the TV. So I got to mess around with that, and then I have to use a spacer. Now it says you're carefully to lay your TV on a flat, non-abrasive surface covered with a blanket or soft padded to prevent damaging the screen. So that's what I've done with the TV here. I've put it on this soft couch here so I don't damage the screen. Here, I'll show you wider view. See, that way I don't damage the screen that way. And then it says place left and right bracket in the appropriate position. Make sure they are centered on the back of TV and level with one another. So here's the 4 screw holes here, and then they go like that. So it goes like that, I guess. Yeah, it goes like that. So I'll just need to figure out which ones they go in. So they have to go like that, or like that, or like that. Probably like that would be the best position. Yeah, so we'll give it a try. The screws I need are these ones that I have in my hand. They're a M4 by 15 millimeter. They're G1. They're the ones that'll fit in that hole. And then I use these, the ones right here, the H1 M5 washer right there, because they'll fit that, and they go in these 4 holes right here. And then I'm going to align it like that. So I'm going to use the second hole on the top part of the bracket, and then I'll use the second sliding hole on the bottom part of the bracket. And then it is adjustable, so if that doesn't work, we can always slide it up one or down. You know, it is adjustable to a certain extent. So we'll give that a try and see how it works. Well, the screws were too long, so I had to use one of these the spacers that they provided. Otherwise, if you know when the screws are too long, they screw into the back of the TV set. You don't want that. You'll break something in your electronics board. So now I'm just going to hang it onto the bracket over there on the wall. To hang it on, there's a bracket right here, a bracket right there. There's 2 other brackets at the bottom. Right here, and right there. And when you pull this, it pulls it down so you can attach the bottom part of the bracket to the bracket on the wall. But before I put the bracket on the wall, the TV on the bracket on the wall, I got to attach the coaxial cable to the coaxial cable up there onto the ceiling, because it's hard to get to the coaxial cable on the back of the TV when it's already on the wall. So I plugged the TV up there into the mount. Well, I didn't plug the TV into the mount, so I put it onto the bracket right there. And then I put the coaxial cable in there and the coaxial outlet up there, and I turned the signal booster on right there. And over here, I guess, if I had a satellite TV, if I wanted to use the satellite TV thing, I could use that there, but I'm not going to. Anyways, thanks for watching.